pretty good to be honest. That bumper was extremely hard. There was 2 bolts here. I thought we had to saw them off. The bolts are in here. There's 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there, 1 bolt inside here, behind there, behind here. And eventually this bumper will come off now. Reinforcements looking pretty good. Just gonna realign the structure of the car so that the new boot lid can go on there nicely. One down.
Oh my God!
We will wrap the video here as we will have to get the rear boot lid, rear bumper, rear lights. Hope you enjoyed watching and stay tuned for the next video. Peace. The rear lights were found fairly quickly and we managed to pick these up for around 30 quid. So some light bulbs missing in this, just one, so we're going to have to replace this right now. I found it really difficult to find a black bumper and a boot lid to match the colour of the car, so unfortunately we had to bite the bullet and purchase a silver bumper and a boot lid. These were 50 quid all in, which I was pretty happy with. The only issue we would have to face was spraying the new parts to match the existing car colour. Nevertheless, it was a great opportunity to practice the art of spraying, as it's always important to upskill in whatever you're doing. As you can see, the rear boot lid was very tricky as it was incredibly heavy. I would recommend getting some help if you're doing this job, as it's really important to align the boot lid correctly. You also reduce the risk of scratching and damaging the new parts, as the fitment is very close and there's a risk of either damaging the boot lid or the roof of the car. Not to mention, I almost broke my neck twice. Always have a second person with you when you do it. To get this boot lid on, it literally took me an hour just to align it up properly. And numerous attempts, in and out, we managed to get it on. And this is how it's looking. Hold on. Boom! Look at that. Now it's flush on both sides. So I'm really pleased with that. I can't believe this worked. It's starting to look tidy now, that is, isn't it? Last but not least, we need to get the rear bumper on now. Let's do it. As I had recently removed the parts myself, I already had the understanding of how they should be fitted, so I was able to move fairly quickly with the job. Once these parts were fitted, I was hoping a few of the lights would also disappear from the dash. To sand down the lacquer base paint, so using a McAllister, see how the job looks like after. It was now time to start thinking about prep and paint. Over it just before we're about to spray the car. Turn it over now to see if it has collected any residue. Look at that. Because the car had been sanded with too much pressure, it left marks on the boot lid. It became very difficult to remove the indents that the sander had made. Even though the boot lid felt very smooth, the marks from pressing too hard with the sander were still very apparent. We knew that as soon as the clear coat went on, that the marks would be most obvious at this point. Right, so this is now after doing the prep properly, taking days of just literally wet sanding properly, and now this is the first primer. We also found it very difficult to get a high shine on the lacquer, and this is something that we have found challenging with this last spray job. The products used were faultless, so this is purely down to lack of experience and knowledge, so if there is anyone that has any tips, please comment down below. Now time for a deep clean. We started off with pressure washing the outside of the car, followed by snow foam wash. We then used Maguire's shampoo wash and aloe wheel cleanser. We also took the opportunity to give the engine a good detail as mice had been living around the engine bay. The state of the interior was pretty bad, as you'll see, so we used the Bissell carpet cleaner to wash the seats. It did a fantastic job, and these are really handy machines to have for the cars. Now the car looks much better than it did before. You guys know me, we can't leave it here. It's time for... Wow! Wow! Woo.
It sounded like it, man. Brakes were amazing as well. Yeah, it's amazing, even the new caliper as well. Yeah.
Well, if you guys enjoyed watching the transformation of this car from when we first got it, when it was wrecked, salvage, got all the parts, changed it, resprayed it for the first time. If you guys enjoyed that, tell me what you think, drop a comment down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Almighty bless each and every one of you. Peace.